Greetings, Uverse. Welcome to Gunverse YouTube channel. So I'm making this video out of necessity. A couple of months ago, I had the pleasure of obtaining a Smith & Wesson M&P 40, and it showed up relatively clean, so I used it a few times, and now it came time to take it apart, and herein lies the issue. So I did what I normally do. I normally click on search YouTube tutorials to figure stuff out. So I typed in Smith & Wesson M&P 40 disassembly, and there's a plethora of videos like normal. However, I watched 4 or 5 different videos, and each video they were so fast with the part when it comes to taking the upper slide off. Every person was so fast, like, oh yeah, you just do this, and then it comes right off. And it's like, well, hold on a sec, I didn't see any of that. So it actually took me a really long time to fit, like longer than I really would like to admit. Yeah, it took me a decent amount of time to actually figure it out. So you guys don't feel foolish like I did. I'm going to show you all exactly how to get that upper slide off, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do. I'm going to point to it, and I'm going to flip it up and down several times so you can see. But once you do know, it is super easy. It's just as easy as taking a Glock apart. But if you don't know, you don't know. So I'm going to take it apart. I need to clean it anyway, so but I wanted to make a proper video on how to disassemble and reassemble the Smith & Wesson M&P 40. So, all right, let's get to it. All right, so let's get started. I'm switched to first person view, and hopefully this will be good enough. I got a torch on standby so I can, really light up the area and show y'all the proper way to take this apart. All right, so first things first, we always want to drop our magazine and check to see that there's nothing in there. All right, we're clear. I already knew I was clear, but I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew it was clear. So, all right, in the videos that I watched, not one of them mentioned this right here. This is Smith & Wesson knew you were going to need some kind of little bar or something to flip that switch I'm talking about. So they included it in this little handy dandy slot right here. So I think that's pretty cool. But I have other tools for that, but I'll probably use this just because that's what it's intended for. So just this lever right here on the side, you need to bring it all the way down, but once I lock it to the rear, I'm gonna show y'all that lever I'm talking about. Okay, for demonstration purposes, I'm gonna go ahead and lock this to the back, just so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So all the videos I watched, the demonstrators were like, oh yeah, you just, go flip that and then, oh, we're done. Well, that doesn't work for me. I'm sorry, because as you can see, they're like, just flip the switch. Well, to me, there could be this one on the right. To me, it looks like there's 2, maybe 3 quote unquote switches in there. So I'm going to show y'all the one that you need to flip. Okay, this could get a little tricky. Okay, so this guy right here There you go. You see it? Oh, just flipped back. I'm having a hard time seeing it. There it goes. All right, so that's flipped forward. So now that that's flipped forward, you'll be able to swivel this and the slide will come right off. All right. So hold that back. Just like that. So it really is that easy once you know what to do. Okay, so now that the slide's off, I'll be able to show the switch much better. Okay. So that's the in position, and that's the out position. So now you know. Okay, so I am going to be cleaning this, so I'm not going to take down the trigger any more than this. I'm just going to degrease and wipe it down and clean this. And then the top slide is just like a Glock. Okay, take your spring out, and then your barrel comes out. And just like a Glock, you can get a 9mm barrel and just swap it right in the receiver, and a 357 SIG barrel and just swap it right in. So this firearm has the potential to fire 3 different calibers, which is why it's such a good deal. I have a Glock 22 and I have 357 SIG and 9mm barrels for it, and I often switch them out. And the Smith & Wesson can do the same exact thing, and I will probably in the future order 9mm and 357 SIG barrels for this, just because it's cool. I really enjoy swapping them out and firing the different calibers. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up. I don't really think y'all need to watch that. So I'm going to clean this up, and I'll be back with reassembly. All right, we're back. Everything is lightly oiled and cleaned. This was a lot more dirty than it looked. That's why while you get it apart, you might as well clean it. So, all right, now that I've got the barrel lightly oiled, I'm going to slip it back into place. And so this spring can only go in one way. You see this indent on the end here? There is that same indent on the inside of this. So you probably could put it in backwards, but you would definitely know. So this notch, again, goes into that hole. So put it in. Like so. Okay. All right. The upper is, the slide is back together. All right. So again, this is our lever right here. It's forward right now. We're going to want it back into that position once we put the slide back on. But for now, we want it forward. Like so. All right, so I got the bottom all lubed up. Okay. So that automatically falls back into place. So we can lock it to the back. And then we're going to want to put our switch back. It's hard to see now that the top's in, but all right, now it's back. All right, we should have a fully functional Smith & Wesson. And then you just put this back, and it's a little half quarter turn, I guess. That's back in, magazine back in, and we have a fully serviceable Smith & Wesson M&P 40. Thanks for joining us, guys. If you've made it this far, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.